Alright everybody, welcome back to The Outer Worlds, and the final DLC, Murder on Eridanos, has finally come out. So let's go to more information. Murder on Eridanos is recommended for players who have reached level 30 or higher. I believe we're 33. To begin your adventure on Eridanos, you must have gained access to the landing pad in Stellar Bay. After gaining access to this area, return to your ship and talk to Ada. Okay. So, let's see. Level 33, yep. Okay, and I believe we already have access.
I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
Okay. Sorry, I just messed with my headphones because I just got new ones.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You mentioned an Aetherwave drama? I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Let me guess, this is about Halcyon Helen's murder. How about I just call you Lou?
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
And your first thought was to come to me.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor, the assault. I was shaken by the news myself. Helen brought a lot of joy to this colony.
You're a compassionate person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a talented woman. She had a gift for transforming her art into wealth. You would not believe the money she made us on dissident busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Gentlemen, please. As far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots. Can we get back to the point here, please?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers without resorting to violence. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Let's see. Just how many people are involved in this communication.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Helen must have been pretty popular if her death can put an end to your operations. Yeah.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like jackasses. Them, they're not very likable.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Those two seem to have some issues.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
Relax, there's nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Alright, I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos atmospheric complex.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer. Or what can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Like how that one's the last. Thanks, Ada. Okay, Eridanos. So that means we won't be going to Typhon or Hephaestus. So I don't even know why they're on here. It's weird. That was fast.
We're now docked at Eridanos' luxury landing pad.
Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah. Alright, so we have 187 of 250. We have all of our science. Why do we have this? Break it down. So we have all our science weapons, which I like. 923 for this pistol. Oops. Okay, so this gives us -5 to stealth. Let's see what that does for us. Okay, so nothing is actually in the negative right now. We have persuaded at 110. Our line intimidate could use some work. Ooh, sneak, hack, and lockpick could definitely use some work. They'll go up though if we take, I believe, Parvati and Max. This one gives us +5 to stealth and +10 to dialogue, okay.
Published reads.
And Parvati and Vicar Max. Okay. Speak to the bellhop. Alright. Now let's go ahead and check this out again. So now, sneak I'm not too worried about, but hack and lockpick 110 and 116, that's what I'm liking. Our science is at 134. Our engineering at 107. Persuade at 140. Our intimidate's at 91 now because of Vicar, so that's good.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Can we get more jobs like this one?
Oh. Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the grand ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
The fans were very upset by the weak plot contrivances in her latest offering, though that hardly seems a worthy motive.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
I thought you worked for Slug and not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Little fourth wall stuff there. Maybe you should take that stupid hat off before you criticize me. Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't? I just wear whatever I strip from my enemy's corpses, honestly.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Yeah. How do I put my gun away? Oh, I didn't even know there was that. Stop it. Okay.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of fever forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
You want me to kill him? Luxury landing pad. Slug sweeper. Let's see, how do we get to the... Why is everything so blurry? There we go. Alright, so we're here. There's 5 sections, 1 big one. Not sealed, what the hell?
Do you have any...
Let's take a look around.
Really, I do. You've got your job to do.
Came down from there. Oh. Nothing. We're about a third away from leveling up. Oops. I want to hit LB so much for VATS, but there's no VATS. Hi.
Greetings, Inspector.
Oh.
No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
The Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Halcyon Helen battles a lingering foe in a seedy bar. Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim spoke in quiet tones about their next course of action, their voices soft beneath the din of the bar. The duo had just finished the last of the paperwork on Helen's latest job. Filing precise reports always raised her spirits. The tales led us here, and I suspect it will lead us no further. Soon we'll find the source of Dissident's monsters, said Helen, a characteristic grin on her face. Let's hope your hunch is correct, Tim murmured, for I suppose their agents will not be far behind us. As if brought on by Tim's supposition, a frightful voice suddenly thundered throughout the room. Near the door loomed a giant, blood-stained man, looking for all his worth, like he had fought his way through a Manta Queen's den. It was Maximilian Mercer, well-feared dissident stooge, and he held two Spacer's Choice light pistols in his greasy hands. Okay.
I hope you catch the killers soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Well, apparently this is a pretty long DLC, so I doubt it'll be soon. Okay, so that way, but what's over here? Nothing. Okay, oh wait. It's an elevator. Shall we see where it goes, heavy fellows? Vicar and Parvati. The hell? It just goes... Oh, I guess we did go... Wow, it literally just... Okay, that seems useless.
The Grand Colonial, where the elite come to get away from their oh-so-difficult lives in Byzantium.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in the middle now. Oh wait, we're already in the middle. Alright, so we'll stay on the main thing, I guess, for right now.
We've got your punch right here.
Nobody saw, guys. Nobody saw. Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. Thief's note. Sullivan, we got a new mark today from the bellhops. Green ship crate is on the back wall. Jewelry box should be there. Just take the whole thing. These folks are so rich, they probably won't even notice it went missing. The fence in the warehouse should be buying. Make sure to keep the bellhops cut before you go spending. The hell? Damn it, I pulled my gun out again. Alright, let's stay on point here. Oh, this is to the other side, okay. I was trying to get over here before.
Helen could meet a fate like this.
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereal.
I was nearly attacked. I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing.
Grand Colonial Hotel. If it's brown, drink it down, right?
So much opulence, while most of Halcyon suffers.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
Oh well, you know, go eat lunch.
Oh. I was going to wash my hands, I swear. Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Well, at least you weren't on the toilet, buddy.
I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. Oh dear. I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have a registered room key. If you've lost your key, why don't you pay the hotel concierge a visit? I'm sure she can get you a new one. Then you can come back, and I'll service all of your vertical needs.
Okay. That's probably what we're going to be doing anyway. Needles on the ground. Alright, that's where we came in. Transition, okay, that's outside. Ooh, we can hack to get access to restricted messages. To concierge from Cedric Kincannon, subject that damn fool, Halston. I've reason to believe Ludovico is getting agitated again, which will likely present itself in several dozen messages to you, each demanding a reduction in Rizzo's payments. Funnel these messages into the trash, if you please. If Ludovico wants to renegotiate the terms of our contract, he's welcome to take his operations elsewhere. Cedric. Guest complaints. From Annoyed. Wait. To concierge from Annoyed. Subject this infernal racket. Do you like torturing me? Is that what it is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving Halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these hull heads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth chord upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that. It's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel, and each bleats is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I am not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. Jesus. 2 concierge from a concerned Byzantine. Subject, mechanical menace. To whoever member of the help it may concern. I've had a horrible clanking passing by my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look. And upon her return she said seeing what looks like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to have our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. Wow. VIP guest list. Guests Ruth Bellamy, aka Halcyon Helen, Spencer Woolrich, Black Hole, Bertie Halcombe. Request manifest for Halcyon Helen. Concierge Terminal. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests. But she really does request a lot, and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Boston bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liquors, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup canid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there's been no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. That's interesting. Woolrich Spencer. In the past 2 weeks, I have received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terran Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color spectrum, except black, wants 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up. But Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course Woolrich can't accept that he's been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I have more than half a mind to send an exterminator to fumigate his room just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me. And I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. Black Hole, Bertie Halcombe. Halcombe's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Tossball sticks, new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort, accelerators, or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycomp, not even any dervish mist. Typically tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Halcombe's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. That's hilarious. So Halcyon and Helen have been ordering a ton of food. Hey, what's up, buddy? I don't feel like talking to you. bunch of vending machines. We sell all our junk. We have 7,800 bits. Oh, does that tell us how much money we have worth in weapons? It says, by the weapon symbol 2600 and clothes 1536. That's pretty cool. If that's really what that is.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Requires employee access card level A to unlock. I was just in that room.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
It seems death is just another form of entertainment around here.
Well, you know, some people just don't give a shit. Outside. Oh, let's put that away, shall we? So we have a lot of Spectrum Vodka Brown, the one that they were going to introduce. I believe that is, anyway. Halcyon Helen introduces Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Yeah, Draft 3. I'm Halcyon Helen, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome so many important, rich guests to the unveiling of, read the following with due significance, Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Thought Spectrum Black was the pinnacle of quality? Think again. Now your tastes can reach new heights with the wonderful Spectrum Brown, containing notes of, look, list whatever you want here, just make it sound good. Rizzo's has put the utmost in quality into their new beverage. Brown also contains a special secret ingredient that can't be found in any other type of drink. Each refreshing sip will leave you feeling more ecstatic than before. It just might have something to do with that. What do we say here? There's a worm in the bottle? Flavor enhancing trifle at the bottle's bottom. Thank you all for coming to this unveiling. Thank you to Rizzo's for allowing me to speak here, and remember, if it's brown, drink it down. Okay. There's locked. Nothing else. Alright, let's go speak to the person.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Let's skip the pleasantries. Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aetherwave. I was actually looking for the bar. Do they serve drinks with little umbrellas here?
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and
I love
so
your
on.
name, Goodnight.
Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
Is it directions to the spa? What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Ooh, we can do Science 65 or Long Gun 65, and also Engineering. Interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of deterministic calculus. This looks like a scope modified with a computing device. Let's go Science.
You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
That sounds strangely like scientism. Expecting the doctrine of the OSI to have any bearing on reality is quite an assumption.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
The discrepancy amplifier. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientist mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the discrepancy amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Be sure to equip the discrepancy amplifier in a weapon slot before you continue your hunt for Helen's killer. Okay. We will put it where the pistol was. Okay, so only 5 damage. Designed by Dr. Goodnight, the discrepancy amplifier is an inductive reasoning simulator and computer device fine-tuned to pick up discrepancies in the Eridanos atmospheric complex. The device requires the strong magnetic fields of the Eridanos complex and cannot function anywhere else in the colony. So, yeah, making it so it's only used here. Scanning Eridanos for evidence. To catch Helen's killer, you'll need to use the discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming with the scope and press the interact button to analyze it. X, okay.
Searching for clues, are we, Captain?
Yes, Vigor, shut up. Ah.
This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Ooh, we have a science one we can pass. I see you've designed... You've been designed with a modular analytic system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Let's just get started. Tell me about this discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailant.
Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record? Or we can taste the dirt. Let's taste the dirt.
Oh no, Captain, please don't taste the dirt, and I'm too late.
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
I love that. Oh, so we don't have the perception. I'm seeing some purple berry in this dirt. Well, we just tasted it. Can't we taste the purple berry? Amplifier, can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
So Helen must have been at the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Ooh. That was loud in my ear. Okay, so we need our perception up. Where is that? Our perception was at 65, I think it said. But I'm not seeing any of that. Whoops. Oh, okay, so mind. Oh, so that was one of these. Okay, so let's see. Affected skills. Handguns, long guns, heavy weapons, dodge, lockpick, engineering, plus 10% bonus to extra headshot weeks by damage. So that we really can't do anything with. Okay. Well, we could put our intimidate up a little bit more. Not sure I really care about sneak. Our hack and lockpick are over 100, so I don't think we would need anything over that. Well, let's go to 150 right there. The first item in every locked container, which is free to open, can be stolen without consequence. Cool. Our science is at 135. The only thing I don't want to hit is something that, like a door or a terminal that we can't open because it's not too high. But our lockpick is at 111, our hack is at 117, and I'm pretty sure if I put that on, yeah, our hack goes to 122 and our lockpick to 116. Our sneak also to 60. Let's get this up. So that's over 100, but also at 60, because I don't think we're really going to need lie. And we also, terrify creatures' movement speed is negative 30%. Okay, so perks. Plus 10% damage per subsequent hit. That's actually pretty good. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. But that involves killing someone with a headshot. Your next attack after killing is a guaranteed critical hit. That's pretty good. Just straight up 20% damage. Only when we are affected by a harmful combat effect. There's something about blood and violence that helps you focus. That's not disturbing at all. Let's get this one. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, we read this. Okay, so back to this. A momentary taste of purple berry. Check into the penthouse suite. Following Helen's murder, Administrator Ludovico and Cedric Kinkin agreed to lock down the spaceport and bridge access to all land complexes. You'll need to check into the penthouse suite and contact Ludovico through the video terminal to unlock the bridge to Rizzo's Purple Orchards. To check into the penthouse, pick up the room key from the concierge desk. Okay. Oh, hey guys.
How awful!
Concierge.
If you have an issue with a hotel employee...
I was in here. Garden, grand ballroom. Was it? Oh, it's this person. Okay. Oh, there's an actual. For some reason, I'm not looking at the damn thing. Profitability flyer. A flyer promoting a productive therapy seminar with renowned prophet of profitability, Jasmine Leva, at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. Sounds weird.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, you haven't had my room key?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
So I've read. Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the upmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about the lower decks of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Oh, okay. Wink, wink. That's enough about the hotel.
If you're sure.
You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, She was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
My metabolism's through the roof. Heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
We've got some kind of productivity guru here, right? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolridge has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Helen's co-star Woolridge. He have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
That's enough gossip for right now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Goodbye. That was funny. How do we get in there? Oh. I didn't notice that. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Halcyon Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal had found themselves at the gates of the dissident hideout. "You are a fine partner, easily better than my last," said Helen. "But I dare say these friends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum. Many of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations, and they're more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed." "Though I know my work was valuable," Opal said, "I am still pleased that I was promoted to assist you in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who would threaten the colony's productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board." Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen that the gates to the dissident hideout were no longer shut. Someone or something had opened them. Dun dun dun. Check out the computer. Nothing. Wow, that's weird. Oh, hi, can I help you, sir?
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Yes, I would like to see you now. Nothing.
For Law's sake, put that away.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, really?
An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Is that of relevance? Severed head of Burbage 2000. The head of Burbage 2000, torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus Androidicus. Why, foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents? It is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught. Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Huh. I guess the examine is just for me to actually like examine it again. Nobody sees me. I like it that way. Who are you?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Oh, that's her, okay. I recognize your voice. Pleased to finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Of course. So I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norville?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
Have marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily. But they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Goodbye. Well, we learned a little bit about marauders on Peril Gorgon. Looks like we can get up there. I'm not sure we need to, though. Okay.
We should try to solve them. Hello? Hello? Can't you let
Oh
me
yeah,
in
that's
yet?
the ballroom. Let's see, wasn't there...
Well, I suppose I've seen...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, why didn't it do this before?
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky B.
Was she trying to spell the name of her killer?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
A B could stand for anything like Spectrum Brown. Isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
Mr. Bertie Holcomb is indeed known to frequent places of leisure and hospitality, as rare as they are, Halcyon.
Correct. Bertie Blackhole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Make a note for this later, Amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. Okay, so we got a B. Oh, we can only see it right here, okay. A B, some footprints, and the, frickin', what was it, the date rape thing? That seems like what it was, but I'm not 100% sure. The
Get your damnable
bottles.
hair out of my face.
Black hole.
Alright, let's go up. I guess that's what the door was that we couldn't get into. Hey, buddy, you're still there, huh? He's nervous now. What the hell? Oh, it was down here. Ah! Okay, so that's that, but there was a door that needed a key card. That's the ballroom, or whatever the hell. Exit. Exit. Another exit. Oh, here it is. Okay, we still don't have that. Whoa.
Got it. Heads down.
Okay, so they don't just have them.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day.
No, no problem.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
To the penthouse. I like to visit the PIV guest floor. Actually, let's see. Penthouse terminal. Okay.
What floor would you like to visit?
Well, let's go to the VIP guest floor.
Oh, so sorry,
Oh,
but
damn
you're
it.
not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Okay. There's gonna be a way we can get down there, though. And I'm guessing that's with the employee access. There's a code right here. Pile of cigarettes. The number of cigarettes here indicates that the smoker's lifespan has been shortened by approximately 11.2 years. Damn. Profitability flyer. Okay, so that's the same thing. Oh, hey Sam. You're not the Sam I know. Can I take these? Yes. Alright, so it's that terminal right there. But of course, let's explore a little bit. Wow, it is messy. We have 10,518 rounds for this.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What is it? Oh, what the hell? Is it in the air? I don't know. We'll look at it in a second.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah, here we go.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Guess nothing on that, alright.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay. Messages. Why is the hack 100? Or hacks at 80? Wait. What? Is it a spatial thing? Why is all this so low now? Because hack and lockpick were both over 100. But now I'm not getting any of the perks from my companions.
You think June Light would like this place? Oh, probably not. I don't think she cares much for corporate comforts.
Maybe we have to talk first.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
I still don't know why you hired me. You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
I get it. You don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people.
I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I'm do Persuade 45. I've got a lead. I can't tell you why. But I need to access the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind.
You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I'll be back. Okay, so we still... I don't understand why we aren't getting the benefits. Nyoka. Oh, all of our people are... That's why. Spatial acuity sensor apparatus. So this is kind of... Okay, so this is our room. And so technically we don't have anybody here. Wow, that's shitty. We don't get the benefits, I mean. There's Felix. Notice of unlawful equipment. This notice is attached to an object, peripheral, personal belonging that exceeds or otherwise violates hotel regulations. Leaving this object on the hotel premises will result a 500-bit fee per day of unlawful storage. At your earliest convenience, please remove this object, peripheral, personal belonging, and pay any outstanding fees. Fuck you. Oh, we have a little thing going on here. Investigation board. This board is covered with a loose collection of photographs and papers. Examine the board more closely. Something is rotten on Eridanos. With every step of your investigation, you come closer to the truth. Examine your suspects. Who could have killed Halcyon and Helen? What was their motive? Take a step back. Something is... okay. Examine the list of victims. There's a killer loose on Eridanos. Examine Halcyon and Helen. Ruth Bellamy, universally known by her role as Halcyon Helen, Princess of Periodicals, and Duchess of Dramaturgy. Helen was killed in the Grand Colonial Hotel ballroom. Consider the Eridanos atmospheric complex. After Helen's murder, authorities placed a lockdown on an incoming and departing spacecraft. You are, as far as you know, the only exception. Look at the purpleberry orchards. The purpleberry orchards are responsible for growing and cultivating the Rizzo's proprietary purpleberry, an essential ingredient in the majority of Rizzo's confections and beverages. Rizzo's workers seem uncomfortably happy all the time. Consider additional evidence. Loose ends, critical clues, or red saltuna. Look at the model needler gun. This is an exact replica of the needler Helen's signature weapon. You discovered traces of chemicals in Helen's upturned luggage. Someone removed the needler from her belongings. I don't see it. There's no replica. That's so odd that you can't use... like, everybody's in here, you should be able to use all of their abilities to do stuff, but you can't. It's so weird to me. From Administrator Ludovico to Ruth Bellamy, subject grateful. Miss H. Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign by endorsing the Spectrum Brown product. You are allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself. We're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. From Profit of... track down the profit. Okay. To Ruth Bellamy, subject disappointed. I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are you not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the other aetherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with the responsibilities to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words, except to hear from my personal auditor soon. Sincerely, Profitability P.O. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability coming soon. From Cedric Kincannon to Ruth Bellamy, subject to free advice. Miss Bellamy, you are a talented actor. I've enjoyed all of your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best, Cedric. Hacker. Guest advisories. Please. Oh, your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds. Okay, so we need hack at 100. And that means getting it up another... another 20 is not horrible, to be honest. We can actually do that, because I'm guessing we level up 2 more times, so... Been in there. Man, that just really sucks. Do we have anything? The newest Spectrum flavor adds brown to the rainbow. Plus 2 to strength, charm, 10 to base health. Mind attributes is -2, dexterity. Temperament +1. Body attributes -1. So not that. But it only adds... Yeah, damn it. So we would need like a crazy thing of clothes. Or possibly modification. To adding 10 to stealth. Actually, it'd be easier. Okay, so this already adds 5 to stealth. Let's see. Corrosion, physical, armor. Shock. Tech skills, dialogue, leadership, stealth skills by 10. Okay, so it's at 90, so all we need now is 1 level up. Damn it. If I would have known that, man, I would have put it in hack. Let's hold on. There's never... helmets don't do anything, I don't think. Actually, what is that helmet we got? +1 to perception. Interactable highlight range plus 2.5. Bonus to extra headshot, weak shot damage plus 15%. Let's go ahead and put that on. Still just at 90, but our persuade is now up there.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
VIP guest floor?
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
We'll exit. Oops. Parvati and Vicar Max. Alright, so let's check journal. We have the productivity queen tracked on the profit of profitability. You'll need to find and interrogate the prophet of profitability regarding her involvement with Halcyon and Helen's murder. The prophet runs her seminar retreats out of an extreme productivity camp deep in the wilderness exploitation reserve. Or travel to Purpleberry Orchards. Head to the Purpleberry Orchards to begin your investigation regarding Helen's recent activities there. Perhaps you'll find some insights into who would have wanted her dead. Okay, so that is down there. Man, why is it blurry now? Okay, so it's down there. And that one's over there. Okay, so smaller space, we'll go to this one first. Okay, but, we'll search around a little bit. Came from over there. So let's see what's over here.
Did you hear? They hired an inspector to investigate
Yeah,
Helen's
it's me.
murder.
You're talking behind my back.
Why'd Helen have to go and die? You know, that kind of notoriety.
Move along.
Okay, so nothing in here. Coolant tank for some reason.
Easy does it.
Alright.
I could never work for Slug. They're not recognized by the board.
Because you guys are all, you know, insane, pretty much. Can't close the door, but I don't think they'll see me.
You! Hold it! What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Alright, don't get here.
Oops. Oh, reputation decrease. Shh. Damn it. I don't need that Adreno anyway, whatever. Okay, and I know we've went to that left spot. Scenic deck discovered.
It's real pretty up here. Almost like they cut out a piece of Terra 2 and brought it up to the sky.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It really is stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart.
Grand Colonial Hotel menu. Today's specials: Saltuna filet a la heaven, salad, triple scale salad with pea-free nuts and purpleberry glaze, soup, sister soup with bread and woolly butter, entree braised whole canid, dessert dark matter mock apple souffle, cocktail aerosol spritz. What the f?
Really? Considering this.
Sun parlor. It's like basically a greenhouse. What the hell? Well, guess we should see if we can help.
Nature will out, regardless of man's feeble attempt to control.
They killed one guest and one slug employee. We probably could have stopped that, to be honest, but, you know. We're busy doing stuff.
That's hands, Captain.
I don't know what that did. If anything. Wilderness checkpoint notes. Evan, remember cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a Raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget you here. I need help knocking Bay down a Rungler 3. She's had me writing field reports for her all week. Botanical Operations Building, cards tonight, Fritz. Okay. Don't know what that does. But we're going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to go back in the greenhouse so I remember when I come back to read the terminal and figure out what the hell this is. Pool cleaner, blue water coloring, number 422, plus chloransol, hydrogen deformer, whatever the hell that is. Then let's check. Let's just look at this. The vats make chemical. Okay, so that's all that is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Let's save it. What the hell was that? Point of no return. Oh, okay. So they actually have a point of no return save. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna end it here. Hope you guys are enjoying Murder on Eridanos. Have a great day and I'll see you. Bye.